Stop crying for those who have passed away. Physics tells us that leaving is only an illusion. This isn't my idea. It comes from Einstein's final words. In 1955, his closest friend, Michel Besso, passed away. Einstein wrote a letter to Besso's family saying that Besso had merely gone on a little ahead of him, nothing more. We physicists know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubborn illusion. A month later, Einstein himself was gone. But what's strange is that according to his own theory, he never really left. Your grandmother never left either. Everyone who has gone is still there. This isn't mysticism, it's a conclusion written into physics papers. The entire universe is a single eternal block of ice. Your birth, your farewell, this very moment of watching this video, all of it is frozen inside. What you think of as now is just the beam of consciousness, like a flashlight, illuminating one tiny patch. When the flashlight moves away, the ice remains. Your grandmother remains. Your childhood remains. The day of your first love remains. But the cruel part is this: your flashlight can never shine back there again. Physics gives you hope and then extinguishes it with its own hands. Today, I'll take you to look at this secret that has been hidden for 100 years. Have you ever had moments like this, lying awake at night, unable to sleep, suddenly thinking of someone you haven't seen in a long time? Maybe a grandfather who has passed away, maybe an ex you separated from, maybe a close friend you lost touch with. You lie there thinking, if only I could go back to that day, hear them speak one more time, hold them one more time. But time doesn't flow backward. Everyone believes that. Until 1905, when a 26-year-old clerk discovered the truth. His name was Einstein. He worked at the Swiss patent office with a low salary, low status, and no one taking him seriously. But in that very year, he wrote a paper that overturned Newton. Newton said time was like a river flowing uniformly, the same for everyone. Humanity believed this for 200 years. Einstein said it was wrong. Time is like rubber. It stretches and squashes. Speed can stretch it. Gravity can crush it. The faster you move, the slower time passes for you. At the time, no one believed him. Later, every experiment slapped them in the face. In 1971, scientists carried out a crazy experiment. They put atomic clocks on airplanes and flew them around the Earth twice, once eastward, once westward. When the planes landed, they compared the clocks. The one that flew east was slower by 59 nanoseconds. What is 59 nanoseconds? About 1/millionth of the blink of an eye. It sounds tiny, but it proved something terrifying. The people on the plane were truly younger than the people on the ground. Even if only by the tiniest amount, they really were younger. Time slowing down isn't just a theory, it's a fact, and it's happening every moment. Your phone can locate you within a few meters thanks to navigation satellites in space. But the atomic clocks on those satellites have to be corrected every day because the satellites move fast and are far from Earth, so time flows differently for them. If they weren't corrected, your location would drift by 10 kilometers in just 1 week. So right now, time above your head and time beneath your feet are not passing at the same speed. Your head is aging a tiny bit more slowly than your feet. Hearing this, you might think, isn't that difference way too small? Don't rush. The next part is the truly mind-blowing one. In 1908, Einstein's teacher Hermann Minkowski said something terrifying. He said that from then on, time by itself and space by itself would disappear. What did he mean? He discovered that time and space are actually the same thing. Together they're called space-time. Let me give you an analogy and you'll understand. Imagine an ant living on a sheet of white paper. On the paper there's a line, winding and curving. The ant crawls along the line and can only see the tiny spot under its feet. It has no idea what the whole line looks like. As it moves forward, it thinks it's experiencing the line. But you're standing above, looking down. You can see the entire line at once, the beginning, the end, and every segment in between, all laid out together. We are that ant. Time is that line. You think you are experiencing life, but in fact the entire line has already been drawn. Birth is the starting point, farewell is the end point, and everything in between is your whole lifetime. You think the past has disappeared, but you've only crawled past it. That section of the line is still on the paper. It was never erased. The day of your first love is still there. The day you last saw your grandfather is still there. Physicists call this the block universe. The entire universe is a four-dimensional block in which all moments exist simultaneously. And now comes something even more explosive. In 1967, physicists John Wheeler and Bryce DeWitt wrote down an equation that is said to describe the entire universe. But what's strange is this: there is no time in the equation, no symbol that represents time at all. You heard that right. The equation that describes the universe doesn't need time at all. It's like taking apart a clock to look for where time is, only to find nothing but gears, springs, and hands. There's no component actually called time. Time is just the feeling that forms in your mind as the gears turn. So why do I feel time flowing? Maybe it's because at the moment of the Big Bang, the universe was extremely orderly. Since then, everything has only become more chaotic. Ice melts, eggs shatter, people grow old. Our brains sense this increasing disorder and assume that time is flowing, but that's just an illusion. The block of ice never moved. Let's go back to 1955. 1 month after writing that letter, Einstein himself was admitted to the hospital. In the early morning of April 18th, he spoke his final words in German. The nurse by his bedside didn't understand German, so no one knows what he said. He left with those words unheard. But according to his own theory, he never left. In 1905, that 26-year-old young man is still at the patent office writing papers. In 1933, the middle-aged man fleeing the Nazis is still on a ship looking out at the sea. In 1955, the old man lying in a hospital bed is still speaking that sentence no one understood. His entire life is a complete line, forever drawn on the universe's sheet of paper. We just can't crawl to that part anymore, but that part will always be there. So when you miss someone who has left, you don't need to be too sad. They haven't disappeared from that sheet of paper. They're still there, in their own segment. Your grandfather is still in the old house, waiting for you to come home from school. Your grandmother is still in the kitchen, cooking your favorite noodles. The moment when you sat on your father's shoulders watching fireworks is still there. The road where you walked hand in hand with your first love still has two people walking on it. Those moments aren't just memories. They are real coordinates, forever existing there, forever glowing. You haven't lost anyone. You just haven't reached the part where you meet again yet. This may be the gentlest comfort that physics can offer us. Let me ask you one last question. If the past really still exists, which day would you most want to go back to? Tell me in the comments.